Hi, Paul from Find My Footwear. Today we're looking at two new shoes launched in 2025 from HOKA, the Clifton 10, the Bondi 9, both very popular shoes. We're going to look at how they differ, what sets them apart, and which one you should choose. First up, let's look at the stats of the two shoes and how they vary. In the Bondi 9, we've got a slightly heavier shoe. It's 10.8 ounces, whereas the Clifton 10 is 9.8 ounces in the men's. So that translates to about 30 grams. Not a great deal in my opinion. The major difference between the two shoes is the type of cushioning material that they use and the stack height. In the Bondi 9, we have a supercritical foam. In the Clifton 10, recently released, it sticks with compression molded EVA, and the difference in the stack, 43mm in the Bondi, 42mm in the Clifton. The difference being in the drop. The Bondi has just a 4mm drop, as is more common across the range for HOKA, whereas the Clifton 10 is now an 8mm drop. So on initial impressions, the differences aren't that great. We're talking a couple of millimeters, but how do they translate to the ride of the shoe and effectively the cost of the shoe as well? Well, the new Clifton 10 is $150 in the US, the Bondi 9 $160, so only a $10 difference. In the UK, you've got a £20 difference between the two, £160 for the Bondi, £140 for the Clifton. So it's not a great deal. It's less than 10% of the cost of the shoe. How do they ride? Well, the Bondi, supercritical foam, and in the new Bondi 9 compared to the 8, it transforms the shoe fantastically. It takes it to the next level. It's more akin to the competitor models that are using supercritical foams, PIBA materials, nitrogen infused foams, whereas the Clifton 10 sticks with a compression molded EVA. And really now that is becoming a little bit old in the hat, a little bit outdated. And I can't help thinking HOKA have missed an opportunity to really elevate their star shoe, their most popular shoe, to the next level, steal a march on some of the competition by giving it a supercritical foam. It's a lightweight package, and by energizing it with that kind of foam, they could have made it a whole lot better. For now, the difference in the height gives it a little bit more cushioning. Yes, it's got 3mm extra cushioning in the heel, a higher drop. I think it makes it a bit more smoother, a bit more runnable, a bit more engaging perhaps. But even with the lower drop, the Bondi is a better feeling shoe in my opinion. That supercritical foam, it just has a nicer ride to it. The impact has a little bit of bounce, a little bit of spring, and despite it being a big old kind of max cushion shoe, you are able to pick up the pace a little bit in it. I've been doing some of my longer semi-tempo pre-marathon runs at close to 7-minute miling, and absolutely no problem in this shoe. Been wearing it on days where I wanted to run for an hour minimum, say, but kind of nudge the pace up along towards the end of the run, and no problem in the shoe. And it's that supercritical foam that gives it the ability to add something to your stride, to enhance your stride a little bit. Big rocker, of course, that helps. And you've still got the rocker in the Clifton. I just think between the two, if I'm choosing, and for the similar kind of money, I think the Bondi edges it. So, yeah, they did miss a trick with the Clifton. They can take it to the next level. They've increased the stack. Maybe they're preempting what they're going to do with the Clifton 11. Let's hope that comes in 12 months, as opposed to sometimes HOKA keeps shoes around for 18 months to 24 months. Let's hope they make the Clifton 10 a 12-month shoe and make it supercritical for next year. Fingers crossed. But for now, Clifton 10, Bondi 9, I think I'm going to go with the Bondi 9. There's not a lot in it, but it is for the money, for the extra $10, $20. It's a much better shoe, and I think it's going to remain more durable lifespan, and you're going to get more miles feeling the same out of that shoe. So there we have it. Let us know what you think. Which do you prefer? Do you think you'll like the higher heel drop of the Clifton? It is the highest heel drop shoe in the HOKA range now. So will you try it? Have you tried it before? Have you liked it? Do you think it'll make a difference for you? Or Are you a Bondi kind of guy or girl? Anyway, let us know your thoughts and put any questions down below as well. I do always try to respond to all the questions, and I will do so for this video as well. But for now, like, follow, subscribe and share the video, and it's always great to hear the feedback. Thank you very much. This is Find My Footwear.